existence revealed in the Vedas and Agamas, the source scriptures of Hinduism, the truths about himself and the manifested universe and its multidimensional and simultaneously existing dimensions and worlds, also known as parallel universes or vertical time zones.
Trutyadi pratyayasyaartha kalo maya samudbhavaha. The Kala Tattva, which gives rise to the knowledge of various time zones and parallel universes such as Truti and others, is originated by Ananteshwara from
Nithyanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtam Dvandvatitam Gagana Satrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamajalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavaditam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nithyanandam, I welcome all the viewers, living and practicing Hindus around the world for this amazing, blissful Kailasa's Karthigai Deepam celebrations today. And we'll be celebrating this Karthigai Tirunal celebrations with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, who is going to be manifesting and gracing us all with the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Ardhanarishvara. During this auspicious time, when Kailasas around the world celebrate the grand finale of Karthigai Deepam Brahmotsavam, especially in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is going to grace us all in the form of Ardhanarishvara, one of the most powerful 64 manifestations of Paramashiva. We welcome each and every one of you to this amazing celebrations all around the globe, joining with us in all our digital platforms. It is going to be a phenomenal experience for all of you being part of Kailasa celebrations. Now, let's get ready to witness this extraordinary celebrations where all of us are going to mirror the consciousness of the Ardhanarishvara. Now, before we get into the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Ardhanarishvara, let us take a few minutes to look into the auspicious moment of this day. Why this day is considered really auspicious. Paramashiva says that the time, what we hold today as present, past and future time on this particular day.
Today is the day when Shiva stood as the light beam. And from today to Shivaratri, Brahma and Vishnu were searching. And Shivaratri day they come back and surrender and declare their inability. And Shivaratri day is the day Shiva blesses Vishnu and liberates and punishes Brahma and finally liberates him. Today is the celebration in memory of the Big Bang. Another one surprising thing you need to understand, the Vedic calendar, they predict the time, date, calendar about the past, future, everything. The oldest constellation they are able to predict is this Karthigai Deepam. Today, what is the star setup? This is the oldest they are able to predict. They are not able to go beyond. So maybe we can say that as per the Vedic calendar, today is the first day. Today's constellation is the oldest constellation. They are able to push their intelligence. Beyond this, they are not able to push. Their calculation method is failing. So in a way, the time started from today. The Big Bang happened today. The time started today. The concept of time started today. Beyond today, the concept of time does not exist. So from now, the concept of time has started. From today, the concept of time started. That is why this is the oldest festival.
Lingamurti. This whole universe, even NASA says now, they are very clear, the whole universe in the form of Linga. Trillions and trillions and trillions of Brahmanda as manifested as Linga. Next, Lingodbhava. Paramashiva manifests as Lingodbhava, Arunachala. To resolve the conflict between Brahma and Vishnu and establish the real truth about the supremacy. Linga.
Today is the day Devi became enlightened. In Arunachala, the festival is celebrated in a very big way. Devi does her great penance of Panjatapas, Panjagni Tapas, to achieve enlightenment, to become one with Shiva. And evening, when the sun sets and the moon rises, Shiva appears as the light, pure consciousness, and gives the off to Devi, and Devi realizes her masculine part and she becomes Ardhanarishvara, means part of Shiva. So if you are in the male body, if you realize your feminine part, you are enlightened. If you are in the female body, if you realize your masculine part, you are enlightened. If you realize the other part, you are liberated, enlightened. You experience the same thing what Devi has experienced. This 10 days of Brahmotsavam, each day Shiva liberates. Shiva gives enlightenment to one person. The whole 10-day festival is all about giving enlightenment to different people. The first day, Adhigara Nandi receives enlightenment. The next day, Indra and Devatas, they receive enlightenment. That's why in the first day festival, Shiva will come on the Nandi Vahana, Adhigara Nandi. The second day on Indra Vimana. When Indra gets liberated, he puts his Vimana, flight, as offering to Mahadeva, who he comes round second day in procession of Indra Vimana. Third day, Patanjali, Nagavagana. Patanjali gets enlightened. So Shiva comes in Nagavagana. Fourth day, Kamadhenu or Karpavriksha. Both of them get enlightened. Vasishta offers both of them. Vasishta, Sabdarishis get enlightened. So after their enlightenment, Vasishta offers Kamadhenu and Kalpataru to Shiva. So fourth day he comes in Kamadhenu and Kalpataru. Fifth day, all the Shivacharyas, the people who touch his body and worship, Tirumeni, whoever touches the deity, they are all liberated. He comes in the Rishabha and the Nandi and liberates all the Shivacharyas. Sixth day, he goes around in the chariot, silver chariot, and the top two logas, the Gandharva and Yakshaloka. Gandharva Loka and Yakshaloka are described as a silver colored lokas, moon based. Devaloka and Vaikuntha are described as sun based, solar, golden color. All the moon based lokas, he goes around in silver chariot and liberates them. Seventh day, he comes in a wooden chariot and liberates the whole Bhuloka. Wood belongs to Bhuloka, the human consciousness. He comes in the wooden chariot, whoever has his darshan, he liberates all of them. On the eighth day, he comes as a Bhikshadana and liberates all the rishis. Ninth day, for Rakshasas, yesterday was for the Rakshasas, he liberates Ravana. The ninth day, Shiva will come in the Vahana of Ravana, Kailasa Vahana. Ravana will be lifting the Kailasa, that is the Vahana he will come. He liberates all the demons, even the demons are given enlightenment, liberation, through Shiva Bhakti. The 10th day is the day Devi becomes part of Shiva, Ardhanarishvara. Today is the day he liberates the whole cosmos. Devi is representative of the whole cosmos, universe. He blesses the whole universe. It's a very powerful truth. Whatever has expanded from him, he just takes them all back and gives them the feeling, you are my part, reuniting, reunion. So, all the lamps which has become different, this is the Prakriti, Devi. By evening, all of them come back and become one with the Purusha. That is what? Devi becoming Ardhanarishvara. The Prakriti becoming Purusha is the celebration. By the nature of the muscle memory, women are hardwired for the major three qualities which can lead them to enlightenment quickly, which is a basic necessity for enlightenment: receptivity, passivity, and the ability for experiencing the feeling connection beyond logic. Please understand. Receptivity, passivity, ability to feel connected, feeling connection beyond logic. This three is part of the very biomemory of female body. Women, biomemory of women. Receptivity, the ability to receive the biomemory of the woman's body is not aggressive. It is based on receptivity, receiving. It is not based on violence. It is based on passivity. That is why sannyas or brahmacharya is lot more easy for the beings in women body than in masculine body. Even if you are in masculine body, when you experience the enlightenment, physiological mutation happens in your system. You just go beyond the masculine, feminine identification, an identity. Please understand, I wanted to make it very clear. It is such a subtle subject. Please understand, an enlightened being is neither male nor female or child or transgender. He is beyond all this. Something unique happens in his system. Already, I have done a lot of medical researches and experiments on my body. And I am continuing further more and more researches and experiments. I will bring it to the world in right time, in a proper context, how an enlightened body is beyond masculine and feminine. Because during the enlightenment experience, the physiological mutation happens. Please understand, during the Satori, first experience, psychological mutation happens. And during enlightenment, physiological mutation happens. Because in masculine body, feminine consciousness gets awakened. It gets awakened so strongly, the physiological mutation happens. Side effects and after effects of the physiological mutation, only I have studied. For last many years I have studied successfully. Now also I am continuing to study. I will present to the world when time comes. I wanted to insist this one important thing. By nature, feminine biomemory, women's muscle memory is for receptivity, passivity, and feeling connection beyond logic. For enlightenment to be transmitted to you, you need to feel connected to something which is little beyond your logic. But masculine biomemory is in constant insecurity and fear. It is justified. Men say, no, we go out and do business and we are cheated, exploited. So we need to develop a shield of protection, security, and we need to think logically, okay, it is justified. I am not saying your insecure feeling is unjustified. But what to do? Enlightenment happens only when you are able to feel connected. Maybe God has sent one gender to create infrastructure on planet Earth, one gender to enjoy enlightenment. Only one problem is enlightenment is eternal, infrastructure is ephemeral. But I tell you, God did not send any one gender only for any one purpose. Women can create infrastructures, men can radiate enlightenment. Women have proved they can create infrastructure equivalent to men, but men have not proved they can be enlightened or experience feeling connection equivalent to women. Still, men need to do their homework. Even in our Sangha, I can see people who are experiencing Kundalini awakening. It is not that I bless only that side. I bless both sides. By nature, their system is built for receptivity, passivity, and feeling connection beyond logic. Men also carry that quality when they were kids, but the interest they have to get conditioned by society automatically reduces them to an ordinary. Please understand, ordinary. Insecure. Confined to logic. Women, by nature, have the extraordinary capability to feel connected beyond logic. Men should evolve in that direction, should create those higher qualities to achieve and experience and express enlightenment. Receptivity, passivity, feeling connection beyond logic are the basic requirement for you to radiate enlightenment, the complete fulfillment. When you are receptive, passive, just simple nature can give you enlightenment. River can talk to you, hill can initiate you. Ocean can fill you. See Ramana Maharshi. Even Ramana Maharshi became intensely feminine. That's the reason Arunachala initiated him into enlightenment. If you see his marital garland of letters in Mathura Bhava, he just radiates that feminine consciousness. in the mood of being receptive to Mahadeva, Arunachala. Almost all the great masters who experienced the highest consciousness radiated extraordinary feminine qualities. Yan Kriya is a powerful technique to awaken your Kundalini and make you experience receptivity, passivity, to experience the feminine consciousness and reach enlightenment. Jainism says even women have to take birth as men to achieve enlightenment. I am saying even men have to get into the feminine consciousness to achieve enlightenment. Men may not need to take women body, but they have to get into feminine consciousness to achieve enlightenment. Jainism says women need to take one more birth as a man in masculine body to achieve enlightenment. I tell you, men need to take one more psychological rebirth into feminine consciousness to achieve enlightenment.
Yes. Now, let's take a look at the contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Paramavatara of Paramashiva, who is going to grace us all with the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Ardhanarishvara. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was born in the temple town of Tiruvannamalai. At the age of 3, he received Gala Sannyas, and he was recognized as an enlightened incarnation by several gurus and enlightened masters. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has received various coronations from more than 21 Hindu kingdoms. He is the incumbent emperor of Suryavamsa Surangi Samrajyam. He is the 233rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of Thundai Mandala Adhinam. He is the 23rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of Dharma Mukti Swargapura Adhinam. He is the 293rd Guru Mahasanidhanam of Madurai Adhinam. And he is the present Mahamandaleshwar of Mahanirvani Akhada. And he is the Acharya Mahamandaleshwar of Atal Akhada. And he is elected as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by a congregation of more than 1,000 seers and pontiffs. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism formed the sovereign state of Sri Kailasa, which is the first nation of Hindus. Kailasa is the revival of ancient enlightened Hindu civilization and nation for 2 billion living and practicing Hindus. What you're seeing here is one of the most important moment for all the living and practicing Hindus around the world, where their persecution, the persecution that they underwent for over centuries, and the persecution that the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism underwent for more than a decade, was heard in the international forum for the very first time. The whole persecution was presented by the permanent ambassador of Sri Kailasa. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism was awarded 3 Guinness records, the one being on largest rope yoga, the largest pole yoga, and largest formation of the symbol O. And he also received more than 10 Asia Book of Records with the 2 special mentions, which is maximum number of books published by a single author and the maximum hours of a public discourse delivered by an individual.
Humanity has reached a level, we have evolved enough technology to provide food, clothes, shelter, medical care, all the fundamental basic needs for all 8 billion people. One side the homes foreclosure and the homes are just locked without people. The other side, millions are in the platforms homeless. One side, tons of food is getting wasted and getting destroyed to maintain the price. The other side, millions dying without food. Millions of clothes used only once is dumped into ocean because people don't know what to do with it. I have decided Kailasa is going to pick up a project. I call that project as Ishanya, collecting these things which is getting dumped and wasted, which is in turn becoming hazard for the nature, and distributing it to the place and countries, people for whom it's a great boon. In this Chaturmasya alone, we will be able to bring 1 crore people out of poverty.
The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism belongs to Ardhanarishvara Sarvanyapita, which is the lineage of enlightened gurus. In 2008, there was a grand ceremony to celebrate the revival of Adi Arunachala Sarvanyapita Samrajyam, the spiritual religious kingdom of Tiruvannamalai. Paramashiva's lineage represents the tradition of gurus in Tiruvannamalai, starting from Paramashiva himself till the current pontiff, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The lineage of Paramashiva prevails to fulfill Paramashiva's promise to the humanity, which is to be eternally being there, available, and acting as a guiding force for the entire humanity through an unbroken lineage of enlightened masters and gurus. So all of these lineage of enlightened masters and gurus hail from this temple ecosystem of Tiruvannamalai. This
अरुणाचल शिव ओम नित्य अरुणाचल शिव ओम गुरु नित्यानंद इरयाय तिरु अन्नामलै அருணாச்சலமே மானிட உருவாய் அவதரித்தாய். நித்யானந்தா அருள் புரிவாய். அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம், நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம். குரு நித்யானந்த இறையாய் திரு அண்ணாமலை அருணாச்சலமே மானிட உருவாய் அவதரித்தாய். நித்யானந்தா அருள் புரிவாய். யுக அக்னி திரேதையில் மாணிக்கம் துவாபர பொன்மலையானல் வடிவன் திரு சிலை உருக்கொண்ட அருணாச்சல தவ வடிவாய் வந்தவனே. நித்யானந்தா அருணேசனே. அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம், நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம். குரு நித்யானந்த இறையாய் திரு அண்ணாமலை அருணாச்சலமே மானிட உருவாய் அவதரித்தாய். நித்யானந்தா அருள் புரிவாய். மலைமகள் புவியினில் மாதவம் புரிந்திட இடமதில் கலந்தனலே. திரு அருணயம் பதித்தனிலே. சிலை வடிவருணாச்சல உனை வணங்கிட அடிமுடி அறியா அயனறி கருணையில் இடும்பை நீங்கினரே. நித்யானந்தம் அடைந்தனரே. அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம், நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம். குரு நித்யானந்த இறையாய் திரு அண்ணாமலை அருணாச்சலமே மானிட உருவாய் அவதரித்தாய். நித்யானந்தா அருள் புரிவாய். முத்தழல் நான் மறை ஐவகை வேள்விகள் எத்தவம் புரிந்தவரும் நித்யன் பதமலர் பற்றிடுவார். என்பகை யோகியராயினும் ஈசன் நித்யானந்த அருணாச்சல தேவனை சரணம் அடைந்திடுவார். உடன் சகல அருள் பெறுவார். அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம், நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவ ஓம். குரு நித்யானந்த இறையாய் திரு அண்ணாமலை அருணாச்சலமே மானிட உருவாய் அவதரித்தாய். நித்யானந்தா அருள் புரிவாய். அக்னி வடிவாம் ஈசனும் மருணையில் நித்யனாய் அவதரித்தார். பூவுலகினை காக்க வந்தான். ஈசனை அவதரித்தமையால் நித்யனும் இறை வடிவாகவே அழலானான், அவ்வழல் தரும் நிழலானான். ஐயன் பரம்பொருளாய் காப்பான். அருணாச்சல சிவவோ, நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவவோ, குரு நித்யானந்த இறையாய் திரு அண்ணாமலை அருணாச்சலமே மானிட குருவாய் அவதரித்தாய். நித்யானந்தா அருள் புரிவாய். தில்லை தரிசனம் ஆரூரில் பிறப்பும், காசிதனில் இறப்பும், சிறப்புரையை தினப்போதும், உயர் நித்யானந்த அருணாச்சலனேனும் தவசீலனை நினைத்திட முக்தியே வரும் சத்திய தத்துவமே. நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவமே. அருணாச்சல சிவவோ, நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவவோ, குரு சிவவோ, நித்ய அருணாச்சல சிவவோ.
Bonus capsule showing the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, just taking us all to that 2008 when he first inaugurated the whole Arunachala Sarangi Peetham. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism recalls, I started cooking with my own hands and serving. The whole Nithyananda Annalaya, that is serving about 1 billion free meals, organic sattvic meals around the world. This whole establishment was started with Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism when he started cooking and serving with his own hands. From that day, I inaugurated Nithyananda Annalaya, 19th November 2002. Even though we started feeding in Erode itself, Erode Adinam itself, this is like feeding, going to places, feeding where we have Utsava, functions, festivals, opening to a next level. On this very day, Paramashiva manifested and created the 56 nations and more than 170 smaller provinces, revealing the Vedagamas to the world, making the whole Brahmanda endowed with life and inner, creating Brahma and Vishnu, manifesting the universe. Kailasa's Anurag services in Tiruvannamalai. This year, Kailasa Tiruvannamalai is offering Aushadha Annalaya, Aushadha Annadan, in which free vegetarian sattvic meals with all the ingredients that has Aushadha, meaning medicinal properties, strengthening their immune, strengthening their consciousness, being more open, more and more receptive to the signs of living enlightenment. 11 food items in total were served 3 times a day, continuously for 24 hours to the people in Tiruvannamalai, every fortnight of Amavasya and Paurnami, as well as various auspicious occasions that are celebrated throughout the year. So what you're seeing is some of the beautiful pictures of Kailasa's Aushadha Annalaya that is happening as we speak today. More than 50,000 people are being served. Every year, lakhs and lakhs of people are being served through this ecosystem, spreading the science of living enlightenment through Annalaya. So with that note, we'll also see various other contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who has empowered the whole of the humanity into the science of living enlightenment. One such contribution is empowering the humanity into the science of power manifestation. The Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has empowered and initiated millions of people into the science of third eye awakening, making them to express superconscious powers of Paramashiva. And what we are going to see next is a beautiful demonstration from the initiated disciples of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, who are going to demonstrate the superconscious powers of Paramashiva and making us all understand that Hinduism is real. Sanatana Hindu Dharma is real. Every single science that Sanatana Hindu Dharma has offered to the whole of the humanity, it is real. So with that note, it is my pleasure to welcome the initiated Nithyananda yogis who are going to be demonstrating the superconscious powers of Paramashiva.
Today is the best day. Sadashiva appears for Brahma and Vishnu early morning in the form of light shaft. Means the consciousness which is beyond time and space enters into time and space. One becomes many. That is what today morning you saw. Now all the lamps will be brought back and many becomes one again in the evening. See, the whole Hindu cosmology is explained in this today's celebration. Sadashiva declares, let me become many to celebrate myself. So morning we celebrate he becoming many. You can see every deity, every god, we go on light the lamp, means the main lamp, his bioenergy is invoked, his presence is invoked. From there, each expression is Sadashiva. That is why 5 lamps, to show his 5 faces. One for the Lingam, one for Nithyanandeshwara. In Agama, everyone is separate. Only in Vedanta, one. So, each, that Sadashiva himself becomes many. So, whole campus we went round and it was such high energy. It was, see, all this may look very simple, but they all have a profound significance. Especially today, in that light, literally you had the darshan of Sadashiva. Sadashiva is there in that fire. So ritualistically it has to be maintained till it reaches the temple back and till the evening lamp is lit with that fire only. So again the many becomes one and Devi is given darshan. Devi accepted the half. Actually, morning Brahma and Vishnu were blessed and asked to make the one into many. Evening, even Devi became one. The whole thing becomes one. You will see you will also have the Darshan of Ardhanarishvara evening. Means the Sadashiva in the form of Shiva and Devi. You will have Darshan in the evening. Not only spiritually, even socially, this celebration forms a very important part of my life. Because this is the only celebration I enjoyed from my birth, at least in this body. Whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness and the planes, multiple planes, everything. you will become Paramashiva. The Indian mass media cult and cinema industry, whether Bollywood or Dollywood or Bollywood or Sandalwood or all, the whole cinema industry in India, heavily funded by anti-Hindu elements, and they have successfully done the continuous hate speech at least for last 50 years.
Nithyanam, everyone. We welcome all of you to the next segment of today's today's webinar, which is the segment of power manifestation. We, the Balasins of the Nithyananda Rajavidya Gurukul, are now understand the difference between Shaktis and Siddhis.
Yes. So, Shakti is expressed from the space of enlightenment. As a side effect, he established a strong feeling connection with the Guru, and Shaktis are the source of enlightenment, whereas Siddhis manifest from tapas or penance for enlightenment, and Shaktis are on the path of enlightenment, whereas Shaktis manifest through ordinary human being in extraordinary way just by one initiation from the avatar, and Shaktis are permanent, whereas Siddhis are not permanent and will divert you from enlightenment itself. So how this sign has been authenticated? How has this been authenticated as per the Vedas and Agmas?
Yes. So this science of power manifestation is authenticated through 4 aspects of pramanas or evidences. The first is the Shastra Pramana, which is the eternal unchangeable truths that are revealed in the source scriptures. The next is the Apta Pramana, which is the experiences and result of Apta, the authorities of Hinduism, the Vedic rishis and scientists who have time tested and verified this science. The third is the Atma Pramana, which is the experience of none other than the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Swamiji. And the last is the Pratyaksha Pramana, which is the empirical evidence from scientific experimentation done on the science of power manifestation. So, who is the source of all of these Shaktis and how have these Shaktis come to place?
Paramashiva is the source of all these Shaktis, who is the primordial divinity in Hinduism, the ultimate reality and cause, who is self-effulgent, Swayam Prakasha, all pervading, unchanging beyond time, space, form, and causality. As fundamental base of Avyakta that manifests existence and Vyakta that manifests existence, he performs the Panchakritya, the 5 cosmic acts of Srishti, the creation, Siddhi, sovereign rulership and maintenance, Samhara, rejuvenation, Trobhava, pulling out of delusion, and Anugraha, liberating grace for all living entities in the multiverse. So how do we actually manifest these Shaktis? How these manifesting Shaktis happen in one's life?
When every ultimate truth, jnana, is mapped into our consciousness, prajna, it starts manifesting as a possibility and a power in every being, prajnana. So let us now watch a small video which beautifully explains about the science of initiation, the science of Diksha. How just with one initiation, one touch, word, or look from the avatar, we can get initiated into manifesting these Shaktis.
As a side effect, health, wealth, leadership and well-being happen. And in Rudrayamala Tantra, Shiva says, Devi Diksha Vihinasya na siddhihi na cha sadgatihi tasmat sarva prayatnena guruna dikshito bhavet. The one who is not initiated does not attain liberation nor a better future. So by all efforts, one should get initiated by Guru. What is the science of initiation? Neuroscience has proved that the process of initiation floods the brain with energy. This is the superconscious energy of Kundalini, our own highest inner potential energy. As the Kundalini flows from the thalamus to the cortex, it sets up a powerful energy loop within the brain, which awakens the latent non-mechanical parts which we have never used before. With increasing levels of coherence, the whole brain comes alive, turning into a superconductor of conscious energies that heal, empower, transform our lives, bliss and fulfillment. Initiation creates high awareness, visualization, creativity. It also slows the aging process and improves the immune system. Kundalini awakening, healing experience, levitation, teleportation, materialization. Experience the power of initiation through a range of exclusive programs conducted at the ashram. Nithyananda
Yes. So, with this, let us now get ready to witness a very unique and exciting demonstration of the power of third eye. Let us first chant the Shastra Pramana for the power of third eye, which comes from the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra, Sutra 34.
Kapalantarmanonyasa tishtannilitalochanaha kramen manasodardhyat lakshaye lakshamuttamam.
The translation goes, by fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed in succession, by that stability of the mind and inner space, through the power of third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal Lakshan, and by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva.
The next is the Apta Pramana, which is taken from the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, verse 8, where Bhagavan Shri Krishna beautifully says to Arjuna, Natumam shakyase drashtum anenaiva svachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogameshwaram. The translation goes, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you a divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic opulence. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Shri Krishna initiates Arjuna in the power of third eye to behold Shri Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, which is the vision of his own cosmic form. In the 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, which contains a detailed description of Bhagavan Sri Krishna's cosmic form is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Sri Krishna through his third eye.
Outside and
The next
outside.
is the Atma Pramana, which is the experience of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. In Swamiji's own words, the first experience is that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360-degree vision, the 10 directions, below me, everything. I realized not only I was able to see, I was able to feel and experience all of that as me.
And next is the prescription pramana scientific experimentation done on the cell. So you can see we have a diagram which is being projected, which shows the studies, measures the metabolical activity of a cell of a brain in conscious and meditative states using the positron emission tomography, the PE. So when doing daily activities, high activity is measured in the brain where the third eye is located. And when in deep state of samadhi, only the third eye region is active and almost 90% of the brain is at peace.
So without further delay, let us now jump into the demonstration of the power of third eye right after a short break.
Today is the best day. Sadashiva appears for Brahma and Vishnu early morning in the form of light shaft, means the consciousness which is beyond time and space enters into time and space. One becomes many. That is what today morning you saw. Now all that lamps will be brought back and many becomes one again in the evening. See, the whole Hindu cosmology is explained in this today's celebration. Sadashiva declares, let me become many to celebrate myself. So morning we celebrate he becoming many. You can see every deity, every god, we go and light the lamp, means the main lamp, his bioenergy is invoked, his presence is invoked. From there, each expression is Sadashiva. That is why 5 lamps, to show his 5 face. One for the Lingam, one for Nithyanandeshwara. In Agama, everyone is separate. Only in Vedanta, one. So, each, that Sadashiva himself becomes many. So, whole campus we went round and it was such high energy. You know, it was, see, all this may look very simple, but they all have a profound significance. Especially today, in that light, literally you had the darshan of Sadashiva. Sadashiva is there in that fire. So ritualistically, it has to be maintained till it reaches the temple back and till the evening lamp is lit with that fire only. So again the many becomes one and Devi is given darshan. Devi is accepted the half. Actually morning Brahma and Vishnu were blessed and asked to make the one into many. Evening even Devi became one. The whole thing becomes one. You will see you will also have the Darshan of Ardhanarishvara evening. Means the Sadashiva in the form of Shiva and Devi. You will have Darshan in the evening. Not only spiritually, even socially, this celebration forms a very important part of my life. Because this is the only celebration I enjoyed from my birth, at least in this body. whatever I shared till now, condensing the whole thing and reviving it as experience, starting from completion, unclutching, power manifestation, the states of consciousness, and the planes, multiple planes, everything. Today is the best day. Sadashiva appears for Brahma and Vishnu early morning in the form of light shaft. Means the consciousness which is beyond time and space enters into time and space. One becomes many. That is what today morning you saw. Now all that lamps will be brought back and many becomes one again in the evening.
Yes, we are nearing the most auspicious moment of the day, where we will be receiving the Darshan of Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, manifesting as the Ardhanarishvara, one of the 64 forms of Paramashiva. Today being the most auspicious day of Kailasa's Karthigai Deepam, where the Big Bang started, the timeless cosmic happening started today, where Paramashiva created the whole universe and he blessed the Brahma, the creation energy, and Vishnu, the wealth, with the enlightenment. With his sheer compassion, he blessed the knowledge and the will, the dimensions of knowledge and will, with living enlightenment. On this auspicious occasion, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is going to grace us all with this Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Ardhanarishvara, just blessing all of us with this fruit of living enlightenment. With this, let us get ready to receive the Darshan of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. I request all the viewers to please be seated with your head, neck and spine in the straight line. Let us connect with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam Swamiji, in our Ananda Gandha. Just like how Brahma and Vishnu received the prasada of living enlightenment, today let us all surrender all our ignorance, all our maya, all our delusion, all our karma at his lotus feet and intensely connect with him to bless us all, to grace us all with living enlightenment. Let us all chant Mahavakya. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Let us get ready.
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda. Your fears, incompletions, insecurities, nothing is needed for you to exist. Paramashiva alone is enough for you to live absolutely, blissfully, celebrating, fulfilled, complete, intensely. Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Yes, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, is going to grace us all today with this most auspicious Ardhanarishvara Darshan. The day when Devi Parashakti received the enlightenment from him. The day when the many became one. The day when the experience of oneness was received by Devi and she became enlightened. This is the day when Paramashiva blessed Brahma and Vishnu with the prasada of living enlightenment. It is such an auspicious moment today where all of us can surrender our ignorance, ego, illusion, and the karma at the lotus feet of our beloved Bhagavan and receive the gift of living enlightenment by mirroring the consciousness of Ardhanarishvara through the Bhavasamadhi Darshan of Swamiji. On the Karthigai Deepam, Paramashiva came down to liberate Brahma and Vishnu and gave them the enlightenment, the ultimate experience. His ultimate compassion is something beyond words. Today, he is once again coming down to all of us to give us all the living enlightenment experience. Yes, all around the world, the Kailasas are celebrating this auspicious occasion of Karthigai Deepam, and the living and practicing Hindus are all waiting to receive the blessings of the incarnation, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, and the Kailasa Tiruvannamalai is celebrating the Karthigai Deepam celebrations in a very grand way, feeding lakhs and lakhs of people with Aushadha Anadhan, where you can receive the living enlightenment from the food itself. So this is a most auspicious event, and one of the oldest calendar to be able to predict. They are not able to go beyond. So maybe you can say, as Swamiji says, that the Vedic calendar, the Karthigai Deepam, is the first day. And today's celebration involves such an auspicious moment where all of us are coming together to receive the blessings of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism on this Mahadipam day. Yes. So whoever is excited, all the viewers, you can post it in the chat. Usually, morning one light is lit in front of the main energy center in each of the city, and each city actually has an energy center in Vedic tradition, and that is called as the Garbha Mandir or Brahma Kendra. So based on the energy center, the lamps are all lit in each of these energy centers, representing the enlightenment experience that the Devi received. And in fact, the Karthigai Deepam Tirunal is actually considered as one of the oldest festival, which has about 8,000 years of marked history, recorded evidence. Yes. So we are getting ready to receive the darshan of the beloved Bhagwan, who is going to mirror the consciousness of Ardhanarishvara and give us all the experience of oneness with the ultimate Paramashiva. So by lighting the lamps on the Arunachala hill, the symbolic expression of the awakening of third eye of Devi Parashakti, it's going to happen in some time now. And on this auspicious moment, when the lamp is going to be lit in the Arunachala hill, that's exact moment where all of us are going to be receiving the very same experience that the Devi received. By connecting with Paramashiva in oneness, all of us are going to experience the very same experience by connecting with the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam, in oneness. So let us get ready to this auspicious occasion where all of us are going to receive the prasada of oneness by connecting deeply, by surrendering all our ego, illusion, karma, maya, every single limiting thought currents, limiting cognitions that we hold. Just let us all surrender it at the feet of the Guru. Today, we also have an amazing opportunity to offer Pada Puja, Pratyaksha Pada Puja, at the divine lotus feet of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. The day when all of us are going to receive this ultimate gift of living enlightenment. It is a beautiful opportunity for all of us to express our gratitude, express our devotion by offering this Pratyaksha Pada Puja. All we can do is just invoke him, request him, pray to him, ask him, and invite him to rule our consciousness, to rule us all, and give us the sweet of living enlightenment. Today is the best auspicious moment, and it is such an amazing opportunity for all of us to offer the Pratyaksha Pada Puja at the divine lotus feet of Swamiji. And I'm going to request the tech team to project the Pada Puja sign-up links. So we still have a few hours to go for Pratyaksha Pada Puja. I'm sure many of you are waiting for this moment to express our gratitude, our devotion to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And today being the first day, today being the day when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has inaugurated Nithyananda Annalaya. Since 2002 till now, more than 20 years, the Nithyananda Annalaya is serving about 1 billion free sattvic meals to one and all. And today in Kailasa Thiruvannamalai, it's a very special moment for all of us because Kailasa's Annalaya is serving lakhs and lakhs of free Aushadha Annalaya, meaning the food that is energized, sattvic energized food, with the herbs that can heal from many diseases and disorders and help us all to experience the state of living enlightenment. So it is an Ayurvedic diet, which each and every ingredient that is present in the Annadan has specific significance to balance all our doshas and help us all to receive the space, receive the living enlightenment on this auspicious occasion of Karthigai Deepam Tirunal. So all the devotees and people who walk around the hill, sacred hill of Arunachala, everybody is enjoying Kailasa's Aushada Annadan from Kailasa Thiruvannamalai. We've been receiving so many beautiful testimonials from all the devotees who are walking around the sacred Arunachala hill on this occasion to receive his blessings, and how this Aushada Annadan is helping them to balance all their doshas and helping them to cleanse their energy centers in the body and receive this beautiful space of living enlightenment from Arunachala himself. So all these testimonials are being recorded and posted in the Kailasa's Thiruvannamalai Facebook page. Similarly, Kailasas around the world are celebrating the auspicious occasion of Karthigai Deepam Tirunal by lighting the Deepam, Mahadeepam, in each of their energy centers of that city, radiating the space of oneness that Paramashiva offered, that Paramashiva gifted to Devi Parashakti today. Yes. So let us enter into the Darshan, where all of us are going to be receiving the very space of oneness from Bhagavan Paramashiva, incarnation as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivam. So let us all get ready to receive his darshan today. I request all the viewers to please be seated and connect with Swamiji, connect with our beloved Bhagavan on this auspicious occasion of Bharani Deepam, how he offered the living enlightenment to Brahma, to Vishnu, and graced them to come out of their ignorance and delusion, how he showered Devi Parashakti with a space of oneness. Let us all receive the very same space of oneness that Devi Parashakti received from Paramashiva. Let us get ready to watch this beautiful oneness capsule where the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism is inaugurating the Arunachala Sarvanyapita on this auspicious occasion of Karthigai Deepam, where the Pancharati is shown to Lord Arunachala. Let's play the oneness capsule.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes. Here we all can beautifully see the Aushadha Annadan happening in Kailasa, Tiruvannamalai. We can see lakhs of people are flocked around the our Kailasa Tiruvannamalai campus.
And this Annadan is so special because this is the Aushadha Annadan, where food itself is served, the medicine itself, the herbs and Ayurvedic medicinal food is served as food, so that the medicine itself has become the food. So anybody that even eats this food will be healed of diseases and so many disorders. This you can see everywhere. You see people, so many lakhs and lakhs of people have flocked around. Like millions have been served so far and continuing to be served. Last 10 plus days, this serving of Annadan has been continuously happening, and every single day, millions are coming, flocking around Kailasa, Tiruvannamalai, taking selfies with Swamiji's murtis that we are seeing over here, and enjoying the presence of Swamiji in Kailasa, Tiruvannamalai, and enjoying the food that is being served over there.
And the most profound thing about this is that Swamiji has extended the Aushadha Annadan to people, like Ma Pranapriya was sharing. This Aushadha Annadan is extremely special because every single food, right from the coffee, tea that is offered to them, every single ingredient in food is purely Ayurvedic as per Bhagashastra, as per what Paramashiva has revealed in our Vedas and Agamas. Every bit of it directly benefits their health.
Actually, we can also see how the Annadan is happening in multiple places. It's not just inside in one place. Just inside Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, there have been so many stone benches that have been laid, and so many millions are coming. People are flocking around over there, and in different spots within Kailasa Tiruvannamalai itself, the Annadan is happening. So people are all coming. I think 11 dishes are being served continuously. So every single counter we see a lot of people standing in queues.
And not just 11 dishes. Along with that, along with the Aushadha Annadan, Swamiji has also opened a free medical camp for people. So there are people receiving Ayurvedic medicines completely free of cost. Each of these are organic and pure. These medicines are being served to people completely free of cost. And this entire Annadan is like so many thousands and lakhs of people are benefiting from this. We can see here how so many people have flocked around in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai campus, and you're all seeing the live video as it is happening right now.
Actually, just to share about Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, and now in some more time we are going to be having the darshan of one Ardhanarishvara, right? This is that very spot where the oneness of the Devi merging with Paramashiva happened, and this place is also the only spot in the whole of Tiruvannamalai where you can actually have the darshan of Adhomukha, the unmanifest. Meaning, any spot in Tiruvannamalai, you'll always see more than one face of Annamalaya, the hill of Annamalaya. There are 5 faces. In Panchamugam, you will actually, there's a place called Panchamugam within Tiruvannamalai where all the 5 faces are visible. But it's only in Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, all the 5 merge into one. So it is only in this particular spot you can have darshan of Annamalaya where all the 5 faces merged into one can be seen. And we can see that is why people from all over the world come here, come to have the darshan and come here to enjoy sattvic, healthy Ayurvedic food. Because here, Unave Marundaga, this was the vision Swamiji had given, where just food itself will be the medicine for them. And people come here and eat, enjoy, get rid of all their diseases and experience enlightenment just through food.
Actually, here we can see so many people just flocked around in the campus, in the Kailasa Tiruvannamalai campus. Actually, Swamiji himself personally micromanage to give the
wow,
best
yeah.
for people. Right from the menu that they're all having, what grains of food is being offered to the people, and the entire place, every bit of it personally was guided and micromanaged by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism himself.
Actually, just to share with all of you, Swamiji was working day and night just with this team, and continuously Swamiji was going on, Swamiji is talking to each of the team members and working day and night, micromanaging up to the dot, like where the binaries have to be kept. And I don't know how many of you know, in the whole place, there's no other place that serves Annadan with Bain Marys, like what you all are seeing there. The food is served hot continuously. Fresh food keeps getting cooked in the kitchen and it is brought over here and continuously served hot. We have like very high class Bain Marys kept over here. And so people enjoy the food like just served fresh to all of them. And Swamiji micromanaged it to that level where to see what kind of ingredients are going to be added, how every ingredient is organic. And Swamiji micromanaged it to see what level of experience they're going to be having, how this food is going to be helping them, and who is going to be serving where, every single detail. This whole thing we saw like from scratch, how the whole place was before and how step by step, working day and night for last, I think, 20 plus days. And Swamiji organized this whole grand festival that is actually happening over here.
And here we all can also see another important thing to note here is this entire service is offered to the humanity for not just giving food, but through food giving enlightenment itself. Swamiji very beautifully told that every single person walking the path in Tiruvannamalai is a seeker. Every single person has come for the highest purpose of experiencing enlightenment. So every bit, even the food offered to them, should lead them to their journey of enlightenment. And so beautifully, here we all can see Kailasa Tiruvannamalai continuously is serving and offering lakhs, actually millions are already served, and it is continuing to happen along with the free distribution of the Ayurvedic medicinal products also. So but one important thing I just wanted to share with everyone was here, every single bit of it, Swamiji has micromanaged to give them the best, whether it is that the idli, one of the dishes is given there being made of sirudanyangal, meaning the grains which are completely like organic healthy grains, to every bit, whether the medicine that reaches them, and it all at the same time with maintaining international quality standards without compromising the standards and quality that is given to people.
And the best part also is like, as you all are seeing here, medicinal food is being served. Parallelly, on the other side, free medical camp is happening where Ayurvedic herbal medicine is given, as well as all types of medicinal products are made available to people, and free gifts are being given and distributed to all the people. You can see people are just enjoying, and millions, you can see all age groups, starting from a tiny little kid to youth and to a very elderly people, the sadhus, everybody come over here. I remember seeing hearing from so many sadhus that live around Kailasa Tiruvannamalai, being in so much gratitude to Swamiji. Many of them shared, saying how it is only Swamiji who has been taking care of them for the last so many years, giving them shelter, giving them food, and giving them clothes, and taking care completely. So now, in just a few more minutes, we are going to be receiving the darshan of Bhagavan Ardhanarishvara through the Nijavatara, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Bhagavan Shri Nithyananda Paramashivam, our beloved Swamiji.
So let us all now get ready. This is the very moment that Paramashiva Shakti, Devi herself, merged into Paramashiva. Paramashiva gives his own half to Paramashiva Shakti, becoming Ardhanarishvara. And this happened in this very sacred spot of Kailasa Tiruvannamalai. And now we're all going to be blessed with the darshan of Ardhanarishvara. Let us all please sit straight, with your head, neck, and spine in a straight line. Connecting to Swamiji, let us all chant the Mahavakya.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.